Chris Paul on Chris Paul, where you just stop dead on a dime and make sure the guy that's guarding you, chasing you from behind, runs over you. Ish Smith going to come into the game now for Denver. And Highland will get the breather. 18 on the shot clock here for Denver. Brown looks in. Inbound goes over to Ish Smith. Left side of the midcourt circle. Guarded out there by Devin Booker. 10 on the shot clock. Smith goes to the left hand, working against Torrey Craig. He'll take a 12-footer. Jumper rattles in for Ish Smith. Nuggets make it a one-possession game. They're down by 3. Booker has it right side on the wing, guarded by Bruce Brown. He muscles his way down low, shoots over, blocked by Brown, and they're going to call a foul on Bruce Brown. Man, I would challenge that. Every once in a while, you got to reward a guy for playing defense. That was just good defense. Oh, man, I don't know, man. Let's take a look at the replay here, Altitude TV. Oh, boy, I don't know, man. Booker at the free throw line. Free throw number 1 for him was up and in. I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Don't guess on fouls. Don't assume there's a foul. You have to actually see it. Uh-oh. Malone is up in the ear of Kevin Cutler, the referee that made that call. And now he backs away. Second free throw good. Here comes Ish Smith. That's going to be a 3-second lane violation on DeAndre Ayton. And if you listen close to our effects mic, he goes, I'm sitting there guarding him. And I 100% agree with DeAndre Ayton on that one. That was another bad whistle by the same referee. Free throw by Michael Porter Jr. is up and in, and Denver basketball on the side. And here we go. Inbound goes to Jordan. Jordan. A little confusion there with Michael Porter Jr. Porter comes away with the loose ball. Hands it off over to Brown. Short clock here. Brown gets down the lane. Runner, no good, but he got fouled by DeAndre Ayton. Oh, they're going to call him on Chris Paul and not on Ayton. And that'll be free throws coming up here for Bruce Brown. And he'll get a couple of them here. If you're not a Bruce Brown fan yet, Nuggets fans, you will be, I think. Free throw number 1 for him is on the way, and that one is up and in. Signed a 2-year, $13 million deal with Denver on July 1st. He came over from Brooklyn. Second free throw for him is up and in. I'm a big fan of his. I think that he's going to be one of those guys that nobody talks about to begin the season, and everybody realizes how good he is once the season continues. Alley-oop, Chris Paul to Ayton, and a dunk with 2 hands. DeAndre Ayton's been a problem here. 19 points and 8 rebounds on 9 of 12 shooting. Ish Smith has it up the right sideline. He goes to the left hand, gets in the paint, jump pass off to a cutter. Brown leans in, layup good. Nuggets within 2, 67-65. Chris Paul quickly the other way. Paul, head fake on the 3. Throws out of it, over to Torrey Craig, back over to Paul. Less than 7 minutes to go. Back on the wing, over to Craig. Guarded by Ish Smith. Lost the basketball and turned it over. Loose ball picked up by Porter and a take foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd. Do they want a clear path there, Baca? They're talking about something. The NBA has had a problem on take fouls. What gesture does this mean?
Number 3, Chris Paul. It's a take foul, transition foul.
It's a transition foul. Okay, I got you. That's a point of emphasis this year. So that it's basically like a technical free throw. So what the NBA is trying to do is every rule they've basically made in the last 5 years is to generate offense, right? And so what they were getting tired of is that when the defense was getting beat up the floor, there would be a take foul to stop the game in transition. And what the NBA wants to do is they don't want that. They don't want you to do that. They want to see highlights. They want to see somebody fast breaking up on the floor. So the new rule this year is if you have one of those obvious take fouls, the other team basically gets a technical free throw and then possession on top of that. So now it's Torrey Craig the opposite way. Three-pointer in the corner goes up and in. And the Nuggets are now down by 4, 70-66. And here comes Bruce Brown the other way. Top of the key over to Jeff Green. Left side now to Ish Smith. And there's going to be a foul on Booker trying to fight to the top part of the screen. That's his what? That's his fourth. And Ish Smith to the free throw line now for Denver. Free throw number 1 for him is on the way, and that one is up and in. Ish Smith in his 13th season out of Wake Forest. This is his 13th NBA team in his career in 13 years. That's an NBA record. Came over in the KCP trade with the Washington Wizards. Second free throw won't go. It was also just announced into the Wake Forest Hall of Fame. Chris Paul has it. He throws it on the left side over to Devin Booker. That jump shot's on the way for 3, and that one misses. Rebound comes down to DeAndre Jordan. Chris Paul knows a thing or two about Wake Forest, by the way. Jordan has it inside the arc. Right side over to Jeff Green. Oh, terrible pass, and he threw it away. Loose ball picked up by Chris Paul. That's a take foul there on Jeff Green, but the defense was back. So that's a little bit of a different call. But, you know, Chris Paul's not going to let that. He's already to the free throw line as if and that's a technical.
Number 32, Jeff Green is second. Transition take.
Everybody's trying to figure out this new rule. It's like, actually, what is the rule? It's not a clear path, right? They already tried that one, and it's going to be a take foul. So it'll be a technical free throw, and then plus possession here for the Phoenix Suns. I just don't know who decides if it's a take foul. I mean, is it just an act? Penalty for committing a take foul, a foul in which the defender does not make a play on the ball to stop a transition scoring opportunity, which exists. Okay. I get it now. Here comes Chris Paul. Jump shot from the wing is on the way. That one is no good. Rebound comes down to Ish Smith. That's not the way they explain that in the referees' meetings. Back the other way is Ish Smith. Down low, short, dunk, 2 hands. So technically, if you're an NBA player, the only way you get past that is to make it look like you were going for a steal and then accidentally fouled the guy. So basically, you can still do a take foul. You just got to act better. Devin Booker, 3-pointers up and in. And Phoenix leads it now by a nickel, 74-69. Christian Brown, the rookie out of KU, is up and off the bench now for Denver. Ish Smith has it. Stutter step and a drive. He goes all the way through the lane. His pass deflected and then stolen by Bridges. It's a 3-on-1. Alley-oop blocked away by Jeff Green and out of bounds. Boy, what a terrible play by Mikal Bridges. Zeke Nnaji going to come in for Denver.
Number 22, Zeke Nnaji.
And DeAndre Jordan will come out. And there we go. Chris Paul looks in. Less than 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Inbound goes to Booker. He goes to the left hand. Layup off the window and down. And now the Nuggets are down by 7, 76-69. Here comes Ish Smith. Smith, top of the key over to Nnaji. Najee has it back behind him over to Smith. Left side now Jeff Green back on top to Smith. Smith, 12-footer, split-legged jumper won't go. Rebound tip guy Brown, put it back up, missed that, got fouled. And Christian will go to the free throw line with a couple. Played 3 years at KU, the rookie for Denver. Actually had a really good summer, did Christian Brown. Led the team in Vegas Summer League in points at just under 12, and assists just under 5, and steals just over 3. Free throw number 1 for him is up and in. Last year's NCAA tournament All Midwest Region team. Second team All Big 12 selection as well for the former Jayhawk. Yeah, we have a timeout called here by Phoenix. Nuggets are down a half a dozen. It's 76-70, 4:34 left to go in the first half. In the third quarter on the Altitude Radio Network.
You're listening to Denver Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Radio Network. It's another week in the books for Altitude Sports Radio 92.5's Pick 4.
Air Force -10.
And once again, all of our contestants dropped the ball.
So Broncos -3.
Ouch.
Detroit +3.5.
Really, dude?
Now be honest with Moshe Lombardi and Kane. Did you wake and bake today?
Think you could go 4-0 against the spread? Let's find out. Keep it here for Hourly Q's 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You could be the next to play Pick 4 on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Brought to you by Superbook.
Football fans, now you can turn a loss into a win with the king of sportsbooks. Just place a single first touchdown score prop bet on any pro football game. If your bet loses, you'll receive up to $25 back in free bets. This offer is available all season long. Wager confidently and take your game to the next level with BetMGM. Just log onto your account or download the BetMGM app and sign up today. Then wager on any player to score the first touchdown in any pro football game. And if your bet misses, you'll get up to $25 back in free bets. Turn game time into showtime with the king of sportsbooks. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Colorado only. New and existing customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards are issued as a non-withdrawable free bet or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Burritos? Yeah. Bowls? Yeah. Fish tacos? Yeah. It's in our name. But at Wahoo's Fish Taco, we're more than that. We bring a unique fusion of flavors with tastes of China, Brazil, Baja, and Greece, featuring mild or spicy chicken, carne asada, carnitas, spicy or mild fish, and non-meat options like pea protein and our bonsai veggies. With so many choices and so many house-made sauces and salsas, we have all the flavors to satisfy your appetite time and again. Wahoo's Fish Taco, freshly made, Pacific-inspired.
Players in double figures in tonight's basketball game. Bones Highland has 16 points. He leads the Denver Nuggets in scoring. 12 points for Bruce Brown. Phoenix has 20 from Devin Booker, 19 and 9 from DeAndre Ayton, and 12 points from Mikal Bridges. 4:34 left to go in the third quarter. Free throws coming up here, or one more free throw, I should say. Coming up for the rookie, Christian Brown. And that one's good. He hit the back of the rim and it went down. Nuggets are down in nickel, 76-71. Chris Paul has it up the right sideline. Guttered out there by Davon Reed. Lobs it back door over for Mikal Bridges, and he got bailed out by a foul called on Denver. That one's going to be on Davon Reed. Phoenix basketball on the side. And Chris Paul will trigger it in here for Phoenix with 15 on the shot clock. Inbound goes to DeAndre Ayton. Hands it out behind him over to Booker. Booker lobs in the paint over to Ayton. Top of the key, Bridges. Left side over to Damian Lee. He goes baseline. Got cut off. Kick out to Booker, fighting the clock here. Booker, fadeaway over Brown. Jumper won't go. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Zeke Nnaji. Oh, no, they're going to say Damian Lee was the last one to touch that. That'll be Denver basketball coming back the other way. Here comes Davon Reed. Reed, triple handoff over to Jeff Green. Top of the key over to Nnaji. Left side now, Christian Brown. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. On the elbow, Jeff Green has it. Working against Devin Booker. Backs him down. Spin move. Jump shot. Good. Nuggets make it a one-possession game again. They're down by 3. Here's Chris Paul on the high left side. He shoots over Nnaji. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound in the paint. Tapped by Davon Reed. Then he lost it out of bounds. What was that called? A foul on Mikal Bridges? Oh, that's brutal. That's free throws for Denver all the way on the other end. Oh, he's not complaining, so maybe I missed something there. And free throws coming up here for Davon Reed. Free throw number 1 is on the way. That one rattles out. They'll have one more. Davon Reed in his 4th year. Actually was drafted by the Phoenix Suns back in 2017. 32nd overall pick. Second free throw is good, and here comes Chris Paul. Ball behind the back dribble over to Booker, lobs it in the paint to Ayton. Ayton gets double teamed. They kick it in the corner to Lee for 3. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Davon Reed. Good defense there by Denver. Reed has it at the point. Crossover move. Oh, he traveled. No whistle. Has it blocked out of his hands by Ayton. Loose ball comes down to Damian Lee. Throws it off on the right side over to Devin Booker. Booker goes to the left hand. Reverse side layup is up, no good. Rebound tapped by Nnaji. Loose ball Reed. Front court Smith. Back over to Reed and a 3. Too strong. Rebound tapped and grabbed by Ayton. Less than 3 minutes to go now in the period. Outlet pass off over to Bridges. Bridges stops on the elbow. Guarded by Ish Smith. He leans in on him. Turnaround baseline jump shot. Good. Denver basketball coming back the other way. Here's Ish Smith. Smith has a crossover move. Both directions. Throws it left side over to Cancar. Cancar brings it back to the left side of the midcourt circle. Guarded by Damian Lee. He goes to the left hand. Turns the corner on Ayton. Blocked out of bounds. 4.6 on the shot clock. Maybe Vlatko trying to do a little bit too much there. And here we go. Ish Smith looks in. It's got to be quick. Inbound to Reed. Fadeaway baseline three-pointer won't go. Rebound down to Ayton. Outlet pass off over to Booker. Booker has it up the right sideline. Slip pick by Damian Lee, who gets it on the pick and roll. Almost throws it away, and he does. Last touch by Ayton, and it goes out of bounds. Here comes Ish Smith again here for Denver. Nuggets are down by 4. 2 minutes to go. Nnaji has it on the left side over to Cancar. Cancar back out on top over to Ish Smith. Smith gets a high pick there from Nnaji. Crossover move. 10-footer. Jumper short. Rebound comes down to Devin Booker. Outlet pass off over to Chris Paul. Nuggets are down by 4. Late in the third quarter. Chris Paul has it. He goes to the left hand. Throws it in the paint, off over to Ayton. Turnaround hook shot, no good. He got fouled by Zeke Nnaji. And DeAndre will go to the free throw line. He'll get a couple of them. 8 will get a couple of them here. Became the second fastest Suns player to reach 3,000 points and 2,000 rebounds. Only trailing Charles Barkley in that department. He did it in 14 games more than Chuck did. Last season, he shot the highest field goal percentage by a qualifying player in Suns history. He missed both the free throws, though, and the rebound comes down to Najee. Outlet pass off over to Ish Smith. Top of the key now to Najee. They got weave action over to Davon Reed. Right side Chanchar, back over to Reed. Reed, head fake on the three. Works against Paul, throws in the corner to Najee for a triple. Jumper won't go. Rebound comes down to Booker. Outlet pass off over to Paul. Stutter step and a drive on Smith. Runner blocked against the glass, but a foul on Denver. And that one's going to be on Ish Smith. And a couple free throws coming up here for Chris Paul. Free throw number one for him is up and in. Man, it's crazy, his career, right? I mean, what did Bert and I talk? 37 years young. He was the Rookie of the Year in 2006. When he won that award, if you were born then, you could now legally drive. Think that one through. Christian Brown has it off over to Ish Smith. He turns the corner of the dotted line. Jumper's on the way in. They're going to count the free throw and call a free throw. They're going to count the jump shot and count a foul on Najee. That's free throws then. Referees don't know what to do. Let me help you out. The bucket is good, and then the purple team gets to go down and shoot free throws on the other end. So 2 free throws coming up here for Damian Lee. And they're still confused. You made the bucket, so count that. And then Phoenix gets to shoot 2 free throws. Come on, man. It's not that hard.
Correction. No basket.
No. That's not true. If they're saying no basket, then that's a lie on Kevin Cutler's part. Kevin Cutler said that basket counted and immediately called a foul on Phoenix. He changed his mind. You can't do that. I mean, you blew the whistle, you made the call, you said the basket was good, and a foul on Denver. And they're still discussing it. You can't do that. When you make a call, you make a call.
After further discussion, the basket is good.
You listen to me, this would have been over 5 minutes ago. Why do I doubt myself, Baca? Okay, so once again, we're right back where we started from. 2 free throws coming up for Damian Lee.
At the line, shooting number 10, Biggie Lee.
Free throw number 1 is no good. And one more free throw coming up here for the former Golden State Warrior. Second free throw. That one's good. And the Nuggets are down by a nickel again, 81-76. Here comes Ish Smith with less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Smith has it right side of the midcourt circle. Denver going to try and go 2 for 1. They got to kill 5 seconds. Smith goes to the left hand, gets to the dotted line, floater in the paint, no good. Tip won't go. Rebound down to Davon Reed, kicks it out over to Chanchar. 2 for 1 is gone. Reed has it left side over to Smith. 5 on the clock. Smith in the paint, another floater. That one's good. Shot clock is turned off. And here comes Chris Paul. Nuggets make it a one-possession game again. They're down by 3, 81-78. Chris Paul has it at the midcourt circle. Guarded out there by Davon Reed. Now 7. Gets a high pick from Ayton. 5. He's free throw line extended. Cross-court pass, catch and go. Lee, floater. Missed it at the horn. Nuggets are down by 3 through 3. 81-78 Phoenix. We'll take a timeout in the fourth and final quarter. Comes your way next from Denver at Ball Arena on the Altitude Radio Network.
It's the end of the third quarter.
Go in the game, Paul. Go in the game.
Denver Nuggets fourth quarter basketball begins in 2 minutes on the Altitude Radio Network.
This ad furnished by Nesmith Taju LLC. Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Great. Maxed out cards, rent is due, bills are piling up. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
We should do what my brother did. He went to 27cash.com and got $3,000.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is different. They're one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000.
I'm sure there's a lot of paperwork.
Nope. My brother said it was fast and easy. He did it right from his phone.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan of up to $5,000 in minutes, and your cash can hit your bank account as soon as the next day. Our lenders have millions of dollars to lend regardless of your credit history.
Great news! I went to 27cash.com and we'll have our money as soon as tomorrow.
Wow, that is fast.
If you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
Football fans, now you can turn a loss into a win with the king of sportsbooks. Just place a single first touchdown score prop bet on any pro football game. If your bet loses, you'll receive up to $25 back in free bets. This offer is available all season long. Wager confidently and take your game to the next level with BetMGM. Just log onto your account or download the BetMGM app and sign up today. Then wager on any player to score the first touchdown in any pro football game. And if your bet misses, you'll get up to $25 back in free bets. Turn game time into showtime with the king of sportsbooks. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Colorado only. New and existing customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards are issued as a non-withdrawable free bet or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
3 quarters are in the books in Denver, and the Nuggets trail the Phoenix Suns 81-78. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for legal ID on the Altitude Radio Network.
KKSE-FM Broomfield, Denver. This is Denver Nuggets NBA on Denver's official home for Nuggets basketball. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
By the way, the Denver Nuggets just tweeted out that Bones Hyland has a leg problem. He's questionable to return. Almost always in the preseason, they will never bring a guy back if there's any question about his health.